We're not backing off from nowhere.
Okay, uh-oh. That's Savage. Savage swinging away with a chair.
You know, that young man has to watch his back a little more.
Buddy Rose out of the dressing room. Sandy Barr thrown over the top rope. And here comes the Kangaroo. And once again, the fans have thrown things. And as usual, missed Rose. Sandy Barr trying to find him. He is just now getting up from the floor. He called for the bell. He called for the bell, Sandy Barr did. We're going to stay right here. We're going to keep it here. Now Sandy Barr makes it official. On a disqualification.
On maybe the 25-30% of the times that Don Owen doesn't bring you the main event, and he does so, incidentally, at the urging and request of our sponsors, Tom Peterson and Marv Tonkin. And another case of it, and the Army has flowers tonight.
The next event be the best 2 out of 3 falls, or to a TV time limit. It'll be a 3-sided team match. Introducing in this corner the team of the Cuban, Rip Oliver, and Playboy Buddy Rose. Their opponents in this corner, the team of Kangaroo, Jonathan Boyd, Mike Popovich, and Indian Lightfoot.
The Army, and the talk continues, incidentally, about Buddy Rose trying very hard. He is in secret negotiations with a big star from back east. He's trying to get him out here, particularly with the news that Jay Youngblood is coming in and wants Rose in the worst way. Incidentally, the next midweek card, that is a Tuesday card, is not next Tuesday, but a week from next Tuesday, the 14th, and Jay Youngblood already has been assured of the main event. Who he gets, we don't know. Jay Youngblood coming to town. We understand that next week, his first appearance here, he'll be going against one member of the Army, the Cuban. Johnny Boyd wants to get at Rose for next Saturday. I've not heard anything about that one yet, if it'll be made or not. Mike Popovich, the closest thing to instant success that I've ever seen. Might be because he's a hometown boy, All-America high school footballer. From Gresham, fine football player at the University of Oregon, played with the Portland professional football teams for a couple of years. I think it was the Thunder that he played for. I wonder if he got all his money. Tell you, he likes wrestling. Joe Lightfoot, who was asked to fill out the team of Boyd and Popovich, just saw him work. He said, that's okay, that's a warm-up. And in flowered green trunks, new trunks for the Playboy. And Youngblood is just in a series of armbar throws. And he chases all 3 members of the Army out of the ring. Nobody wants him. Well, I guess those aren't flowers after all, or are they? Buddy Rose's tights are colorful. I'll give you that. Pink and green, it looks like. Rip Oliver back in the ring. And he's wearing new kickers. There's a couple $100 in expense. At least new boots. Youngbloods, incidentally, has special boots akin to the ones worn by Whitefoot. Whitefoot's boots go around $250, $300. Rose coming in, flipping over into the rope, and he throws them both. A double monkey flip and a double drop kick. A triple drop kick from the Cuban. Set him up and knock him down. Buddy Rose in to try to interfere. Knee drop on Oliver. Jay Youngblood starting this match with some kind of flurry. Here comes the Lord, Jonathan Boyd, taking over for Lightfoot. Watch out, Oliver getting him going the other direction. He's in trouble corner. But he comes out of it, punching away. Oliver wants to tag out. Rose doesn't want to take the tag, and now he is ordering the Cuban to take it. Coming in, Rose tripped. The Kangaroo got him. Oh, swift little thumb in the eye. Mike Popovich, Iron Mike on Rose. Playing the football shoulder tackle to the midsection. Upside down, sitting on top of the turnbuckle and bumped his head on the pole. Boy, Buddy Rose. Popovich in the corner, and Oliver takes the tag. He might be pinned there, except he got the tag. Popovich, thumb in the eye. Popovich caught in a headlock. Looked like karate thumb. That one definitely by Oliver. The tag there, the Cuban in. Oliver out. Woo! Some kind of action going on here. Front headlock. Popovich lifts Cortez. Him all the way over in the far corner.
5 minutes gone.
Puts him on the top turnbuckle. Joey Lightfoot is in and nailed Cortez right on the point of the chin with a drop kick. Lightfoot, a whip, far neutral corner. Shoulder throw, knee drop. Count of 2, Oliver in to interfere. Lightfoot belts him. Rose doesn't want any part of it. He stays back. Armbar, pumping over on it. The Kangaroo on the Cuban. Pumping down on the armbar. Popovich on Cortez. Rose takes the tag. Watch the slip in behind. Popovich with Rose. Popovich back guarded by a Kangaroo. Now jerking down on the armbar. Popovich. And Rose once out of there again. Rose not getting much done offensively. The armbar turned over on Oliver. Jerking down on the armbar again, this time on Oliver.
7 minutes gone.
Oliver, left arm kind of hanging limp. Now he's able to put it in use. And double elbow smash. The Cuban trying to get the pin on Popovich. They whipped him into the ropes, give him the double elbow smash to the point of the chin. Snapmare down, caught in a headlock from behind. We want Mike, the cry of the crowd. Rose gets Barr's attention, and the Cuban goes to the hair for the takedown. Looked like Popovich might be reversing it to a top wrist lock. Sandy Barr getting conned around a little bit. Not a man in the corner. Sandy Barr counting him off. He's saying, Oliver comes in. No, you were not the one. The Cuban was in. So here comes Cortez. Tomorrow in Hillsboro, Boyd and Rose. Kangaroo Deathmatch there. I hope to meet a great many of you. Howdy and shake, and we'll talk some wrestling. Go behind, headlock.
9 minutes gone.
Match in Hillsboro, incidentally, a lot of people wanting it's the J.B. Thomas Junior High School. And I think that used to be the middle school there, mid-school. It's out on the edge of town toward Portland, I know that much. Popovich, a Portland muscle man, former football player, escapes, flying tackle, puts the Cuban down, and Cuban throwing an elbow, threw an elbow right in his chin. Watch out, the pressure hold. The bear hug, the body lock. Popovich. Rose got in, and then Oliver. And Boyd over to try to help him. Kept him from being attacked anymore. He looked like he had the Cuban put away. Watch out, shoulder roll up to the tag. Buddy Rose tagged and thought he had a kind of a tuckered on Popovich. And Popovich got the tag on Lightfoot. Indian Joe Lightfoot, quite a flyer with a drop kick. A knee drop on Rose. The Playboy, Buddy Rose. Shoulder throw. Lightfoot up high. Rose in his first offensive flurry, and he gets out of there after a couple of shots. Calls in the Cuban. Lightfoot looks to be in trouble. Uh-oh, they're going to try the old double team. Will it be the clothesline? Yes, it is. Oliver and the Cuban with the double clothesline, and the shoulder breaker coming up. The shoulder breaker on the left shoulder. 1, 2, and Indian Joe Lightfoot's counted out. Okay, we're going to take another look at wrestling action. And this time, while you're looking at what's coming up in the next week or so, we'll run through
In 11 minutes,
rather fast.
27 seconds. Winner of the first fall.
We're going to run through next week pretty quick. We've been talking to you a little bit about it. And then go into the following week. So we'll be covering 2 weeks here very quickly in 30 seconds. And they're still going at it. Popovich and Boyd trying to protect Lightfoot. The first fall goes to the Army.
Got the Army with us. First fall, victory. Second fall coming up.
Well, Frank, you see, we've been defending our titles all over the Northwest. There's no one been able to beat us yet. Boyd Popovich has tried their best. Had all these here. Now you got these two, this Indian guy coming in. I don't even know what his name is, Jay Youngblood, something like that. One of them engines. And they're going to think they're going to come in and try to take our titles too. But we put our title on the line for anybody that wants to challenge us. We don't back off from nobody. Mr. Cordell, Mr. Cortez, and myself, and our good friend here, Mr. Buddy Rose, he leads us in the right direction. We've got it made. All we can see is dollar signs. We fly all over the Northwest. We pass these, fly over, we see these little cars. Jonathan Boyd, his little hat tilted up here like this. He's driving down the road just 55 miles an hour. We fly it over just to wave at him.
While we're flying, we look down at the ground and we say, you know what? We're the champions of the land that's below us. We're the champions of all that land that we fly over. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right. We are the champions. We are the champions. Sailors, Eugene, bring it on.
Yes. Flying right in the sky. Right high, baby. And we're down here.
Well, that's the Army.
We'll be back about Playboy Buddy Rose. I listened to it, and I tell you, it ain't half bad. And by that, I don't mean it's all bad either. And people have been calling and asking where can you get it. And as far as I know, it's in most of the regular outlets, and of course sold at the arenas wherever there's wrestling. Check your local record store, they can find out about it. The first fall went to the Army. Popovich, Lightfoot, and a kangaroo, Lord Jonathan Boyd. Shoulder breaker on that left shoulder of Lightfoot. Put to him by Oliver, so they start the next fall. Kick to the midsection, elbow back of the head. Boyd over it, chasing Rose away. Left arm worked on Rose, grabs it, jumps off the apron. They're definitely going after the left arm. Jay Youngblood, one of the first victims. When Playboy Buddy Rose was on one of his first, I think, crippling rampages, that's a couple years ago. He put Youngblood out of action for 6 months, so you can imagine that Jay Youngblood coming in ready to do battle. And he wants the Playboy. The reverse hammerlock. Buddy Rose. Lightfoot trying to get over to his corner. Arm bar, turns it over. Judo chop, another judo chop. Joe trying to get out of it. Left arm wrapped around that top rope by Cortez, and he leaps off the apron, pulling the arm down against the rope. Sandy Bard trying to restore some order. And this time it's wrapped around a turnbuckle. A middle turnbuckle. That is metal. No give to it at all. At least at the rope there's a little bit of give. This time they're wrapping it around the middle turnbuckle. An arm bar down on the mat. Oliver putting great pressure on that arm at the shoulder socket and at the elbow. Rose reaching inside the ring. Getting Lightfoot off balance so that he went back down to the mat. Lightfoot up on his feet. And Rose again reaching in, pushing on the head. Getting him off balance. The tag. Buddy Rose in. And he sits out with the arm bar. Arm bar, Buddy Rose working it on Joe Lightfoot. Try of the crowd. Popovich, Johnny Boyd across the way, unable to do anything. They're helpless. Lightfoot made a move, rolled up on it, and got an armbar just there. A headlock just momentarily. Rose able to escape, reverse it to a hammerlock. Now a number of knee drops and elbow drops to it. Cortez coming in. And they, of course, are working on the left shoulder and the left arm of Indian Joe Lightfoot. Cortez with the hold on Lightfoot. Lightfoot escapes. Came back with a shoulder flying tackle that hit him with that left shoulder and hurt it. Rose grabs Lightfoot from inside. They're working on him. And here comes the Kangaroo around. Chases Boyd in and out of the ring. They're going to double clothesline. He missed it. Double drop kick by Lightfoot. Right hand judo chop gets over, and here comes the Lord. He drops Rose out on the apron. Whip into the corner for Oliver. Boyd working on Rip Oliver. Elbow smash back of the head. Nerve hold, base of the neck. Claw hold. Johnny Boyd putting it on Oliver. First ball went to the Army. Oliver with a shoulder breaker on Lightfoot won it. We are in second fall action right now. The team of Boyd, Lightfoot, and Popovich trying to even things up.
7 minutes gone.
A whip, Oliver hard into the near neutral corner. Whipped into the far neutral corner. Whipped again. And I think Boyd wants to give him another one. He's going to give him full Nelson by Popovich. Oliver and the Army in trouble now. And he gives it up. Less than 10 seconds. Popovich throws him away like a rag doll. Our main event is all even at a fall apiece.
In 7 minutes and 36 seconds, winners of the second fall, Mike Popovich, Joe Lightfoot, and Johnny Boyd.
All right, we are all even on our main event at 1 fall apiece. I don't think I have to suggest to you that you don't go away, because I'm sure you're going to be sticking with us. And we'll be back with more of the action after we take this exciting fall. Coming up. Oliver still suffering. As we understood that challenge now, everything that Popovich has on the line. As Johnny reminded him in his anxiousness to get that match.
Hey, Rose, you're wrong. I didn't instigate that, and I didn't put the idea in his head, because I've never wanted you to leave. But hey, you heard the challenge. You heard him challenge you, Rose. He got up there of his own free will. He's willing to put up his car and everything. I think that after we beat you in this match, you should have an answer, and you should accept his challenge.
Playboy not anxious to do it. It would be the Playboy leaving town. All of the other things put up by Popovich. Popovich hardly can leave town. He has his business interests there are here. Money here, all the other things. Oliver staying out of the ring. They want to put the Russian in to start, but as you probably know as well as we do, the rules of Australian Tag Team Wrestling. The man in the last fall must go in the next fall. The loser must come back in the ring, and the winner of the fall too. So it is Popovich. And now finally we have Oliver back in. Tag in. Lightfoot. This is my shoulder and arms better. Let me have a go at him. Or Jonathan Boyd says, how about me? They're working at the back of that neck where you get all the pressure from the full Nelson. They're working now with a chokehold. Kangaroo, Jonathan Boyd, working on Rip Oliver. Joe Lightfoot takes the tag. He's back in. Judo chop, base of the neck. Boyd gives him one on the other side before he leaves the ring. Joe Lightfoot in against Rip Oliver. Jay Youngblood coming to town. Woo. Popovich wants to get Rose out of town in one of those matches. Don Owen, I know for a fact, says all my talent is going away. I don't want any more loser leave town. So I don't know if he'll agree to it or not. But when a man wants it, not much else you can do. Lightfoot against Oliver. Snap mare, take down, the tag, Indian out, the Australian in. They're working right at the base of the neck. It's a fall apiece in the main event. Incidentally, we are all through with our commercial breaks. Boyd saying, yes, Rose, take the tag. Come on, I want you in here. Now he orders the Russian to go in for him. Rose doesn't want to take it. Boyd saying, come on, Rose, I want you. He'll get him tomorrow at Hillsborough, and I'll see a lot of you folks there. Get there early. The card starts at 7. Johnny Boyd with a little bump, his own version of the bump. It was a flying mare throw by Lightfoot. And Lightfoot wants Rose too. All of our commercial messages are out of the way, so we will stay right here. Watch the conclusion of this match or whatever it might be. Well, 3 heads are put together by Lightfoot. They try to get together. Here comes Popovich. Popovich with the whip. Boyd around the Rose, shoulder thrown by Popovich. And the Oregonian going in the corner after him. Rose. Now whip. Popovich saying, come on, come on. Goes downstairs. Another whip. This time into the ropes. Going to catch him with a body lock, I think. Gets him with a headlock from behind. And trying to put on the full Nelson. He gets it put on. Rose got in the ropes. Now, Oliver comes in to help. Boyd is in working on Oliver. Lightfoot working on Rose, the Cuban, getting Popovich from behind. Everybody's in the ring. Now the Cuban leaves. Johnny Boyd being escorted out. Watch out, they get their heads together. Oliver and Boyd, Oliver and Rose by Lightfoot. And there's all kinds of confusion as to who the wrestlers of records in the ring are. Popovich caught a good one to the back of the head. I don't believe there was ever a tag out. I'm not sure. But in all the confusion, it's left to continue. Popovich caught one. And he's hurting. It's all even at a fall apiece as the Army, particularly Oliver and Cortez, now working on Lightfoot. And here comes Boyd. Says, they're not going to take this anymore. Now Rose and Oliver double teaming on Lightfoot. Sandy Barr trying to get Boyd out of there. Boyd just working to protect his partners. Lightfoot being worked on. Now, there's the bell. We'll have a time limit, and I assume we'll have a draw. We'll see what happens after the bell. We're just going to keep it right here. There's the full Nelson on Rose. The bell has rung, we remind you. Oliver gets a thumb. Boyd's working on the kangaroo. Everybody's in the ring going after it. Woody, the timekeeper's ringing a bell, trying to restore order, and finally they stop. No, it is a time limit draw. Time limit draw. He raised the hand of the team in the ring, and some of the crowd here thought that they had won it. Time limit draw is what it was. Hillsboro tomorrow, Seattle on Wednesday, Supercard at Salem, Rocky Montero. Doing his thing against Buddy Rose Thursday, Friday. In Eugene, Elton Owen is a Supercard going there. Woo! 2 minutes. The Playboy, Buddy Rose. What about the challenge?
Mike Popovich, you want to loser league town? Do you want to go? You know what, Popovich? There's something funny going on here, and that thing that's funny is this. If you lost, you got nothing to lose. You live here. So I'll tell you what. I'll wrestle you next Saturday night one-on-one. And I'll tell you what. I'll think of something. Let's go one-on-one next Saturday. I just want to feel you out. Feel you out. Prove yourself, Jack. And I'll tell you what. Your money, your car, you say you put on the line against me leaving, I've got a better idea. How about this? Put your hair on the line. Then that way, if I beat you, you shave that ugly mug of yours, and if you beat me, I'll leave. But I'll tell you what, I do not want the match yet. I have my reasons. I want you one-on-one next Saturday, Popovich. Boyd, you instigated this somehow. Piper instigated it somehow. Or Martell did it somehow. But somebody's behind this, or you, Don Owens, you bald-headed old man. I'll tell you what, one of you is behind it. You're trying to get me out of here, and there's something funny going on, so Rose isn't accepting. He'll go one-on-one, though.
You want just a straight match. You'll take him in a straight match.
Straight match, Popovich. You and I. And I'm going to show you made a big mistake in even trying to ask for a match like that next Saturday. And I'll tell you what, think about your hair. Let us know, brother. I do not like the plan that's coming about. Somebody's planning to try a trick on me, and nobody's going to fool me.
That's the Playboy, Buddy Rose. And of course, he has Jay Youngblood to think about, and now he's got Popovich on it. Whether he's out of time or not, we're out of time. Hope to see you next week. From the Portland Sports Arena.